Yesterday we had a guy, first time he came over, he had his shirt unbuttoned a bit. You could see he had a big surgery scar up his chest where he had had open heart surgery. Because I've seen that growing up my whole life. I mean, my grandfather had it, my uncle had it. I mean, there's always men that had open heart surgery. Always smokers. This guy, as he was talking to me the first time with this big surgery scar, was smoking a cigarette. So I assumed his open heart surgery was due to a heart attack. He was telling us this story. He's about 60 years old now. He said this was in 2012, so he would have been 50. And he's telling us, and we don't know the details, but he was hanging out in a trailer park, and he said a guy stabbed him in like around his collarbone, stabbed him with a knife around that area down through his heart and through his lung. And the guy was standing there in front of him, making eye contact with him, just pushing the knife and not letting the knife go. But he said, I had never seen evil until I looked in that guy's eyes. So he pushed himself back and fell through that door out into the yard. And when he did, the guy still had the knife in his hand, so the knife came out. And that guy took off running. And then he was able to crawl himself to the neighbor's trailer where he banged on the wall and then said he passed out. And his friend scooped him up, took him inside, put him on the couch. He said he ruined the couch because he just bled out. And he said the ambulance came and picked him up. And then he flatlined when he got into the hospital, into Vanderbilt. He was in there, I guess, about 12 days. He was out for a while.
He said for 12 hours he didn't have a heartbeat.
Yeah. And then he woke up. And he said when he woke up, he said there was plastic all around him, tubes running all out of him. And the doctor came in, said, oh, look who's awake or whatever. And he said, don't worry about me. Take care of this other guy over there. And the other guy he was talking about was his own reflection in the plastic. He could see his reflection and thought there was somebody in worse shape than him, but it was actually him. He said he had to learn to walk again. And now he has, like blockage in his legs. He's having to get surgeries on his legs he's diabetic, trying to get, the blood circulating back to his legs.
Yeah.
And he said years later he had a stroke. The doctor saw his name on a chart and remembered his name and went and talked to him and told him the story, told him all about it, because he said, I didn't really remember anything.